Hey, welcome back to Black Press. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Now let's get to it. Okay. We didn't win a whole hour talking. We ain't got through half the stuff we want to talk about.
We got another one.
Who?
You know they have a new Passion of the Christ sequel coming out.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Mel Gibson is directing and producing it.
Because Mel Gibson know everything about it, huh?
Well, he's the first one was.
The first one was good, but
it's historic. But
didn't they show the coming back of Christ?
So this one's supposed to be even more controversial. They're gonna show the 3 days before his death. They're gonna show his resurrection, and then they're gonna show hereafter. So I really want to see that because I think it's gonna be almost like monumental.
I don't think it can be very factual though.
Nobody really knows, but
I don't.
They're basing off of the books, but I think
It's gonna be feeding in a lot of just.
I don't think it's
fluff.
gonna be only the Bible though. It's gonna be a lot of
fluff. That's what I'm saying.
It's gonna be a lot of outside worldly stuff in there too. So when you watch movies like that, you have to be real careful because it can cloud your mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of clouded minds, Young Thug is his co-defendant.
Yeah.
Passing him. What was it? It was some
Percocet.
Percocet in the middle of the trial.
That's so ridiculous. Like openly too. It's like, different.
What do you think that was going? This is why y'all got caught. This is the dumb stuff y'all do. This is why you got caught. Because you think that was actually going to slide. And then he tried to walk out like he didn't do nothing.
Like he didn't even like dap him up. Like, hey.
Like as soon as he passed that little wall that they have, right before you get to the actual defendant and prosecutor's table, like they was already on him. Like what? This is why you got caught, bro. Like what are we doing?
Silly. Like why would you?
Some people say it's like intentionally they was just trying to add more charges to him, but like, bro, like
and he accepted it too, right?
Huh? No, it wasn't like he knew. They say they don't know if he knew if he asked for it or if the guy just brought it to him. But it says like, bro, what are y'all doing? This is what we're doing now. Like y'all already. Never mind. I'm just saying the community. What is going on? Like when you have conversations, even when you have conversations with people that are doing like had this mindset of that type of lifestyle, they really like can justify it in their mind, and I'd be like, bro, that don't make sense.
He probably was on the same stuff he was trying to give him.
It's like he thought about that whole thing because he was sitting down, so he got up and walked around there and walked up. Like you weren't processing that in your head.
But they said they found more stuff on him too.
And they ended up having to, like when they booked him or whatever.
I know he caught charges.
He got pushed off in the ambulance because he tried to ingest what he had, all the stuff he had. But this is like. Silly. It's just so frustrating. I'm telling you, honestly, it's frustrating to know that we are allowing ourselves to have a mentality that we know in a sane mind would not work. It's frustrating to me. But anyway, that's why you where you at. On that note, I want to talk about there's two black men whose lives are ruined and taken. College students at New Mexico, University of New Mexico, and New Mexico State University. And I'm gonna let the video talk about it, but and then we'll go on it.
Information now coming to light in the deadly University of New Mexico shootout, as officials say New Mexico State University power forward Michael Peake was lured onto campus.
So Brandon said, though, I want to get back at that dude, right? Pretty much. So what was the plan to get back at him?
That they were just going to jump him. Nobody was supposed to die. Nobody was even supposed to get shot.
New Mexico officials released hours worth of body camera video and interviews from after the shooting, while the University of New Mexico released security footage of the shooting itself. It happened on November 19th, when Peak and the New Mexico State University basketball team were in Albuquerque for a basketball game. Peak met up with a 17-year-old University of New Mexico student. UNM security video shows at least 3 people run up to Peak and the girl, including UNM student Brandon Travis. You can see Travis push Peak before someone else hits him with a bat. After that, Peak and Travis both exchange gunfire and are both shot. Travis was pronounced dead on the scene, while video shows Peak limping out of frame. He was later taken to a hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
So basically, he had a Tinder date, right, that over here at UNM, and there was 3 guys who came up, and there was an incident that took place at that point in which firearms were brandished, bats. Michael also brandished a weapon. Shots were exchanged. So now we have Michael, who was struck by gunfire at the hospital, and we have a UNM student who was deceased.
Body camera footage shows investigators speaking with New Mexico State University.
So, this is really frustrating me. Mm-hmm. You have two college students, mm-hmm. both doing well in school, and we're still bringing into the university the same mentality that we are trying to get out of. I don't get it. Like, what are we doing? Why are we doing it? Why are we operating like this?
So they pulled guns on each other and shot each other, but
so
they lured him.
The full story is, what's his name? Michael Peak and Travis, or Brandon Travis, they ended up they were at a football game weeks before. They were at a football game and a fight broke out. Mm-hmm. And obviously, well, not obviously, but which one? Michael Peak won that fight. Mm-hmm. So Brandon Travis, he decided to do this whole conspiracy to get back at Mike, and got this girl to link up with Mike. Mm-hmm. When they was there for a basketball game.
The girl that was on the video?
The girl that was on the video. She got him to come see her at like 3 o'clock in the morning while they was in town for the basketball game, and they tried to jump him, and then he got away. He started running. The Brandon Travis, he pulled out a gun and tried to shoot and shot Mike, and then Mike pulled out his gun and shot Brandon, and Brandon died. Mike got to the hospital or whatever. And it's like, what in the world are we doing? Like, you know well enough. You know well enough that you need to go to college to be successful, and then you still out here doing this stupid stuff.
It's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like the minds of our people are so indoctrinated into that lifestyle that we can't even leave it and put it aside when we go to a higher level of education.
Yeah. So all of them can be charged, potentially. Yeah. Especially the girl, because she lured him.
Travis is dead.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
Travis is gone.
Yeah.
He the one that tried to... He's
a perpetrator.
He lost the fight, and in all of that, set up a whole system for him to lose his life.
That's crazy.
Like, what are we doing? Awful. What are we doing? Somebody tell me in the chat, what are we doing? Like, what is going on? How are we ever going to change this system if we got our own people that are in university, playing basketball in these, community events, and still plotting to take each other out over a fight at a football game? You know how many times we used to fight at football games, basketball games? Mm-hmm. And
That's
I
why
can't
I
even.
fight
And then
them.
what get me? I can't even say that we wasn't taking it that far because people was getting shot back then too.
Yeah. You're right.
People, we like to say, "Oh, I don't know what's up with the kids these days."
It's the same.
Do we not
It's the
know
same.
that Snoop? Do we forget Snoop was on trial for murder?
Mm-hmm. I went to one.
Did we not forget? Did we forget 50 got shot before he
Mhm.
became 50?
9 times, right?
Yeah, like this has been happening, and but I don't understand why people are like, oh, well, you know, rappers was just rapping about it back then. They wasn't really doing
No,
it,
is living it.
bruh.
Sure.
Really?
Yeah, remember that beef Tupac and Biggie had?
Yeah,
That was real beef.
yeah,
And they both ended up dead over it.
yeah.
So
It
yeah,
was
it's
still
been-
frivolous because it was. There's so now you beefing over respect.
Yeah.
Y'all on two different coasts.
Mm-hmm.
That
They could just rep each other, rep their perspective close.
and
But
Uh,
it's hatred goes like deep.
I
When
don't.
you have somebody
It's
that,
hatred, but I think it's not even the
And
hatred.
the
You
mentality,
cannot
yeah.
even hate somebody and still do stuff like that just because you're indoctrinated in the system and the mentality of this happened to me. I gotta get my get back.
Yeah.
So where y'all gonna
Revenge
jump
and
him
stuff.
and beat him with a bat, and then once he start running away, you're gonna try to shoot him, and then you get shot. Like, what are we doing? What are we seriously doing? I don't understand it.
Mhm.
I do not understand it. I do not understand it. That's like, I don't understand how you can understand that you need to go to college in order to progress yourself, and also still believe that you need to get
So
back.
he knew people
plot.
was after him.
Nah, he's just carrying. I don't think he knew. He was just carrying. Cause
But why would you carry? Why would you carry a
Because I did
license?
too. If I'm going to
But
meet a
for what-
girl,
what you-
I'm
for
going
what
to a
reason?
different city
Yeah.
to meet a girl, and we supposed to get down.
Mhm.
I'm not
Just in case
not
you get robbed or
carrying.
something. Yeah.
I'm
Why
not-
put yourself in that situation?
And you know what? I don't blame him for that.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah,
They lured
because he was doing college people stuff. He doing college dude stuff.
Mhm.
I used to go out and get out with girls and all that stuff too. Run around, play, all that stuff. He just doing, leaving after curfew
Mhm.
that's what college kids do. But college kids college kids shouldn't
Mhm.
be out here trying to beat
I think
and
that's when they're at their
potentially murder
wildest.
somebody, huh?
When they're at their wildest.
Yeah, but
They be out there.
that's my issue is if you understand well enough that you need to go to collegiate education
Mhm.
in order to be successful, why do you not understand that other part of plotting to beat and murder somebody is not the right route? This is what we're doing. We think we need to do both. We won't let go of one side.
Yeah,
We think
that's
we
how
need to
all
do
of them
both.
end up, like,
And I can say the same thing about Megan Thee Stallion. And that's the way a lot of women are going right now. I'm getting my education and I'm getting my hot girl. So
mhm.
I'm getting my education, and it's not even now. It's always, I think it's been a lot like that. I'm getting my education and I'm messing with the drug dealer.
Mhm.
It's like, both of those don't match.
Yeah.
They don't match, but you still choosing to do it because you have to. There's something in you that you have to do both. You have to live that wild lifestyle,
Mhm.
knowing that it's not the right way. Because if you know enough to know that you need to go to college, that's not the right way, the right path that you should go down. But we
It's a
choosing it.
thrill.
We're choosing it. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Freaking insane. Insane. I don't know. I hope somebody's watching this and like, yeah, you know what? You're making a lot of sense.
Mhm.
If I understand that I need to go to college, I also am smart enough to understand that I don't need to do that extra stuff that can get somebody killed or myself killed. Don't end up like this guy.
Yeah.
Do not end up like Michael Pete, because you really throwing it all away. You throwing
Or the
away
other guy.
everything that you got on, everything that your potential has in life for you. just because you want to hold on to that gangster mentality. It's frustrating. It really is frustrating to me. And I understand it because I've been there.
Mm-hmm.
But still, at some point, I just pray for y'all, man.
Yeah.
All right. Last topic. We're going to get into it about our fifth reason why a black woman does not need a man. We're going to get into it right after this short break. So, if you're still watching, love you. Like the channel or like this video.
Comment,
subscribe to the channel.
share.
Comment on it. Talk about it. Send it to share it with somebody else, and then talk about it on the comments. And we'll be right back with you in 1 minute. We are
Black
Black
Press.
Press.